Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. This is C.
Hello.
We have a bit of an interesting one in front of us today. Local.
Yeah, we've got a local whiskey here. This one is called Ancient Grains, and it's from Devine Distillery, formerly Devine Vineyard, and they are doing a special wine cask finish here, and we got access to one of the few bottles out. Oh, block you out. Get out of there. There we go. Oh, no. Go away. There you go. We've also got the album cover.
Yeah, it's like the album cover version, which is kind of cool. It's a quarter cask. These guys are doing it right with kind of what they're putting into their presentation of these bottles, because wine cask, quarter cask, natural color, non-chill filtered,
Okay.
45%.
And that being said, this is natural color.
Like, look at that
the
color.
on that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, do I have to block you out again?
I'll just back up.
Look at the color on that. That's insanely dark, and it is insanely windy out here right now.
It's very windy, so
Turning to
bear with us.
on location. You get what you get.
The sun's poking through.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Oh, my glass almost fell. Just hold on to those.
Okay. Let's go for a cork pop.
Oh,
right, here we go.
Sludgy pop.
I'm gonna give you a little gluggy.
Yeah, so we're on location, Shawnigan Lake, British Columbia. Yeah, look at that color. It is almost like you just poured me a little glass of wine there.
True.
The wine cask influence is definitely obvious on the color when considering its natural color. So, anyway, really nice color. Let's go to the nose here.
Let's dive in.
Oh, man.
I instantly get this kind of like rum raisin type note off of the nose. Very big and rich.
Yeah, you can tell it's a younger spirit. Like, it has some of those oaky characteristics
like the
to
zest
it.
and zing.
But the zest and zing is so far quite well balanced with actual, like what you're talking about, that rum raisin and a little bit of, like, there's a butteriness to it, even maybe a bit of Bazooka Joe bubblegum, a little bit of...
I get this...
There's a spiciness to it, which I think is the French oak casks.
Well, I was going to say it's like got this like fruit cake kind of feel to it, where it's kind of like dense and cakey with that like rich, like, I don't know,
like a little bit spongy vanilla in there too.
And it says right here, I'm looking right now, it says, we distilled organic BC barley, spelt, emmer, Coruscant, and einkorn, the ancestors of all modern grains, into one of the most unique and flavorful whiskeys you'll ever taste. Candied fruit and macadamia nuts combined with spicy notes of clover, allspice, and smoke from American oak quarter casks. We finished our Ancient Grains, it says right here, Ancient Grains young whiskey in French oak wine casks used to age the last vintage of Maréchal Foch red wine made at Devine.
Cool. So, again, like we said, they're doing it right with how they present this bottling.
And it's
really cool.
It's a really cool place. Like I said, they converted the winery into a distillery. They're exclusively distilling at this point in time, and you can go on their website. I'll put it down here, most likely. And you can order bottles through the website, and they'll ship anywhere in BC. Or if you're local, you can actually go to the distillery, which is a really cool location, and you can do like curbside pickup there.
Totally. And got to mention, we're wearing the hats too.
We got hats.
Good, honest whiskey made by hand. Okay, let's get to the flavor here.
Flavor.
I'm getting a little bit of that wine influence there at the front of the palate. Mid palate, it starts to dry out, and you get a little bit more of those oaky characteristics.
Yeah, and
but
like
still a
nice medium kind of sweetness to it. Like, there's nothing, like, when you think of young whiskeys, they can be very kind of like booming,
like
and like sharp and like prickly and with rough edges. There's none of that here. It's all smoothed over. Like, it's very nice, and it has all of the richness of the nose.
And I'd say at 45%, that's a good level, because sometimes these younger whiskeys, they put them out cask strength too, and it just takes over everything, and you want the flavor.
Yeah,
so,
totally. Well, like you said,
the sweetness I find up front.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like gets that French oak spiciness.
Yeah, definitely like a big kind of cask influence, and almost like cognac cask in a way. Like, it reminds me of some of the cognac cask whiskeys that are like the finishes.
after the flavor, like going back to the nose, it makes me appreciate where the flavor's coming from a little bit more now too.
Totally. Well, this is an interesting one. Very limited. It's going to be very hard to get your hands on. Just coming out. This is a special finish, cask finish series. So if you're interested, you should get in contact either on the website or go for a pickup.
Which is devinedistillery.com. There you go.
All right. Well,
tell them Trenny and C sent you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you later.
All right.
Hopefully you could hear some of what we just did.